Hello everyone and welcome to Module 3 of Lesson 8. In the previous module, we covered the topic of sequencing project activities. Today, we'll focus on the importance of accurately estimating activity durations, which is a critical aspect of effective project management. Accurate estimates are crucial for resource allocation, identifying critical activities, and managing stakeholder expectations. Let's dive into these key points. The first reason why estimating activity durations is important is that it allows for effective resource allocation. Resource allocation, estimating activity durations helps project managers plan and allocate resources, such as time, personnel, and equipment, efficiently. Clarifies workload, knowing how long each activity will take clarifies the workload and helps avoid resource overloading or underutilization. Optimizes scheduling. With accurate duration estimates, project managers can create realistic schedules that optimize resource use and avoid bottlenecks. Consider a software development project. Accurate duration estimates for coding, testing, and deployment phases ensure that developers, testers, and deployment teams are scheduled efficiently, minimizing downtime and maximizing productivity. The second reason is that estimating activity durations helps identify critical activities within the project. Critical path method, estimating durations is essential for identifying the critical path, which is the sequence of activities that determines the project's shortest possible duration. Focus on key tasks. Knowing which activities are critical helps project managers focus efforts and resources on tasks that directly impact the project completion date. Mitigate risks. Identifying critical activities early allows for proactive risk management and contingency planning. In a construction project, estimating the durations for tasks like foundation laying, framing, and roofing helps identify the critical path. Delays in these tasks will delay the entire project, so they require close monitoring and priority resource allocation. The third reason is that accurate duration estimates help manage stakeholder expectations. Realistic timelines. Providing stakeholders with realistic timelines based on accurate duration estimates ensures that expectations are aligned with the project's capabilities. Transparency. Clear and accurate estimates build trust with stakeholders by showing transparency in planning. Better communication. When stakeholders understand the project timeline and the basis for it, communication becomes more effective, and there is less confusion and fewer misunderstandings. For instance, in a marketing campaign project, providing stakeholders with a realistic timeline for content creation, approval processes, and launch dates helps set clear expectations. This transparency helps in gaining stakeholder buy-in and support. In conclusion, estimating activity durations is crucial for successful project management. It enables effective resource allocation, identifies critical activities, and helps manage stakeholders' expectations. Accurate duration estimates are the foundation of a realistic and achievable project schedule. By focusing on these estimates, project managers can enhance efficiency, mitigate risks, and maintain stakeholder satisfaction. Now, we'll explore specific techniques for estimating these durations: expert judgment, analogous estimating, and parametric estimating. Each method has its own set of advantages and scenarios where it is most effective. Let's examine these techniques in detail. Expert judgment involves relying on the knowledge and experience of experts to estimate activity durations. Experts provide insights based on their understanding of similar projects and their specific expertise. Let's look at the advantages of using expert judgment. Accuracy. Experts often provide accurate estimates based on their extensive experience. Contextual understanding. Experts can consider unique project conditions and constraints that may not be evident in data alone. Here's how expert judgment is typically used. Early planning, particularly useful in the initial stages of planning when detailed information is not yet available. Complex projects, beneficial for complex or unique projects where historical data may not be relevant. Imagine we are planning a new software development project. The project manager consults senior developers who have extensive experience in similar projects to estimate how long the coding phase will take. Their expert judgment provides a reliable estimate, considering the specific requirements and potential challenges. The next technique is analogous estimating. Analogous estimating uses historical data from similar projects to estimate the duration of current project activities. It's a form of top-down estimating where past project information is used as a reference. Here are the advantages of analogous estimating. Speed, quick and easy to apply, especially in the early phases of a project. Cost-effective, requires less detailed information, making it less resource-intensive. Let's see how analogous estimating is used. Project comparisons, best used when there are several similar projects to draw comparisons from. Early estimates, ideal for providing rough estimates during the initial project planning stages. Consider a construction company planning to build a new office building. The project manager looks at the duration of similar past office building projects to estimate the time required for major activities like foundation laying, framing, and roofing. This analogous estimating method provides a quick and reasonable estimate for the project timeline. The final technique is parametric estimating. Parametric estimating uses statistical relationships between historical data and other variables to calculate activity durations. It involves using mathematical models to estimate durations based on the parameters of the project. Parametric estimating offers several advantages. Precision, provides more accurate estimates when the data used is reliable. Scalability, can be easily scaled to estimate durations for different sizes and types of activities. Here's how parametric estimating is typically applied. Data-driven projects, suitable for projects where there is reliable historical data and well-understood parameters. Detailed planning, often used in detailed project planning and when high accuracy is required. Imagine an engineering firm estimating the duration of laying down a pipeline. They use data from previous pipeline projects and apply a mathematical model that considers the length of the pipeline and the type of terrain. This parametric estimating method allows them to provide a precise duration estimate based on these parameters. In conclusion, each technique for estimating activity durations, expert judgment, analogous estimating, and parametric estimating, has its own strengths and ideal use cases. Expert judgment leverages experience, analogous estimating uses historical comparisons, and parametric estimating applies mathematical models for precision. Understanding when and how to use each method ensures accurate and reliable project scheduling, leading to successful project outcomes. In this block, we'll explore the factors that can affect the accuracy of activity duration estimates. Specifically, we'll discuss resource availability, skill levels and experience, dependencies and constraints, and risk factors. Understanding these factors helps in creating more accurate and realistic project schedules. Let's delve into each factor in detail. The first factor is resource availability. Resource availability refers to the accessibility and allocation of resources needed to complete project activities, including personnel, equipment, and materials. Impact, limited or fluctuating availability of resources can extend activity durations, while optimal availability can streamline progress. Imagine you are managing a construction project. If critical machinery like excavators is only available for certain days, or if there are not enough skilled workers on site, the duration of excavation and foundational work can be significantly extended. Ensuring consistent resource availability is crucial for maintaining the project schedule. The second factor is the skill levels and experience of the project team. The expertise and proficiency of team members performing the project tasks. Impact, higher skill levels and extensive experience can lead to faster and more efficient task completion, while lower skills and inexperience can result in longer durations due to learning curves and potential rework. Consider a software development project. If the team comprises highly experienced developers who are well-versed in the project's technology stack, the coding phase will likely be completed more quickly and with fewer errors compared to a less experienced team. Investing in skilled and experienced personnel is key to accurate duration estimation. The third factor involves dependencies and constraints. Dependencies, the relationships between project activities where one task relies on the completion of another. Impact, dependencies can cause delays if predecessor tasks are not completed on time. Constraints, limitations or restrictions that affect how and when project activities can be performed. Impact, constraints such as fixed deadlines, budget limits, or regulatory requirements can affect activity durations. In a marketing campaign, the content creation must be completed before the design team can start working on layouts. If the content team faces delays, the design phase is also delayed. Additionally, if there's a constraint like a fixed launch date, these delays could compress other activities, impacting their duration and quality. The fourth factor is risk factors. Potential events or conditions that could negatively impact project activities. Impact risks can lead to unforeseen delays, increased costs, and additional work, all of which can extend activity durations. Think about an IT infrastructure project. A risk might be the potential delay in receiving critical hardware due to supply chain issues. If this risk materializes, it could significantly extend the duration of hardware installation and subsequent activities dependent on this phase. Identifying and mitigating risks early helps in maintaining accurate schedules. In conclusion, several factors affect the estimation of activity durations: resource availability, skill levels and experience, dependencies and constraints, and risk factors. By understanding and addressing these factors, project managers can create more accurate and realistic schedules, leading to better resource management and project outcomes. In this part, we will focus on the importance of documenting and communicating activity durations. Accurate documentation and effective communication ensure that everyone involved in the project is aligned and informed. We'll cover the purpose and components of documentation, as well as the purpose, target audience, and methods of communication. Let's start with documenting. The first aspect of documenting activity durations is understanding its purpose. Reference provides a detailed reference that can be used throughout the project lifecycle. Accountability helps in tracking progress and holding team members accountable. Transparency ensures transparency in the planning and execution phases, facilitating better decision-making and adjustments. Now, let's look at the key components of documentation. Activity list, a comprehensive list of all project activities along with their estimated durations. Assumptions, any assumptions made during the estimation process that might affect durations. Basis of estimates, detailed explanation of how estimates were derived, including methodologies and data sources. Dependencies and constraints, information on dependencies and constraints that could impact activity durations. Risk factors, identified risks and their potential impact on activity durations. For example, in a website development project, the documentation might include a list of activities such as designing the homepage, coding the backend, and testing. It would also detail the estimated durations for each task, the basis for these estimates, any dependencies, like the design completion before coding starts, and potential risks, such as delays in client feedback. Now, let's discuss the purpose of communicating activity durations. Alignment ensures all stakeholders are aligned with the project timeline and understand the estimated durations. Expectation management helps manage expectations by providing realistic timelines. Coordination facilitates coordination among team members and departments by clearly communicating when tasks should start and finish. It's important to tailor your communication to the target audience. Project team needs detailed information on activity durations to manage their tasks effectively. Stakeholders require high-level information to understand overall timelines and key milestones. Management needs summary information to monitor progress and make strategic decisions. Effective communication relies on choosing the right methods. Meetings, regular meetings to discuss activity durations, progress, and any changes. Reports, detailed reports and summaries shared through project management software or email. Dashboards, visual dashboards that provide real-time updates on activity durations and project status. Emails, written communication for updates and confirmations, ensuring there is a record of what has been communicated. For instance, in a product launch project, the project manager might hold weekly meetings with the project team to review activity durations and progress. Summary reports might be sent to stakeholders bi-weekly, and a visual dashboard could be used by management to track real-time status. Emails would be used to communicate any urgent updates or changes. In conclusion, documenting and communicating activity durations are crucial for successful project management. Documentation provides a clear reference, ensures accountability, and enhances transparency. Effective communication ensures alignment, manages expectations, and facilitates coordination among team members and stakeholders. By focusing on these aspects, project managers can ensure that everyone is informed and on the same page, leading to smoother project execution and better outcomes. The topic of estimating activity durations covers the importance of defining accurate durations for effective resource allocation, identifying critical activities, and managing stakeholder expectations. Techniques such as expert judgment, analogous estimating, and parametric estimating are employed to determine durations, considering factors like resource availability, skill levels, dependencies, and risk factors. Proper documentation and communication of these estimates ensure transparency, alignment, and coordination among the project team and stakeholders. Thank you for your time, and we will see you in Module 3 of the Lesson 6. Also, thank you for the support. Like and subscribe to the channel.